It's scary. Ooh. Oh, you look so handsome. Welcome back to my world, the world of Erin. Today we sadly could not get a reservation, but that is no problem because you can always pin trade if you don't have a ticket or a reservation downtown Disney and the hotels. And today we're going to try to find the most optimal route so that you don't have to waste any steps. I will do the trial and error for you. We're also trying to diversify our traders. I have a lot of the same pins here, so we're just going to try to trade for real pins and see what's on the boards and hopefully do some trivia as well. We have some nice trivia pins here too. So come along with me on this pin adventure. We took the tram in today, so it drops you off right in the Esplanade here. So our first stop is going to be the World of Disney. World of Disney is also decked out into the Christmas vibes. We are at the time where it's in between Christmas and Halloween, so I reverted back to 70th. They are fully playing Christmas music. I just spotted these pink ears are back in stock. They are cute. I don't think I'm gonna get them today, but very cute. And here are the new Christmas ears for the season. I think we did have these ears before, and we had something similar to this last time, but they were red instead of green and had like giant glitter sparkles. I really do love these. I think I might get them this season. We will see. And then they do also have these peppermint ears, which are very cute. This is a popular print for this season right now. And last but not least, we have these wreath ears. This one I think the bow's a little wonky on, but these are super cute. And here is a quick outfit of the day. These are ears that I painted. Then we have the 70th shirt, since we're kind of in the middle of the season, and then some walking shoes and my pins. They also have these two customizable ears, so you can do with what you want with those to make it a cute little Christmas vibe. I'm a millennial, which means I love NSYNC, and they're playing Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, but a different version. It's not NSYNC, so I guess they didn't get the rights for NSYNC, but it's definitely a vibe. And we have a cast member pin sash. And can I trade for these two ones?
Absolutely.
And we got Pua and Alice, and I traded the War Machine and the Pride Pen. Okay, instead of going to the home store, we are going to attempt to go to the Grand Cow and see how this route goes. I was also told by a friend that there is a new board by the Craftsman Grill, so we're going to have to check that out. Let's go check out Valet first. And here's the pins at the Valet.
Sorry, $75.
$75?
Yes.
How many vehicles do you have?
You get 2 pumps vehicles per vehicle.
This one looks cool, but I don't know if it is authentic. So nothing at Valet. Let's go check elsewhere. And if you go back here, you can do the bell services. And here are the pins at the bell desk, and nothing I need. So nothing at the bell desk, but let's check the concierge. And here's the pins at the bell desk. And then we also have some trivia pins here that will do. We did trivia at the bell desk, and the question was what 4 Pixar movies have directions in them? And it was Onward, Up, then Inside Out. And there was one more, and I can't remember. Comment below if you know. And I'll show you the trade for that. And we're going to trade this Mickey for the Star Wars pin. And then there was another question, but I got stumped. It is, which 4 places at the Disneyland Resort do you get eaten by a whale? And first is Storybook. Second was Pinocchio. And I'm not sure of the other 2. So we'll have to think through that one. And then he said I can come back and answer later. And no board at Acorn Gifts and Goods. So just check that out. This is a really cool magnet. This caught my eye. Literally just watched me turn. They're like on the sleigh. Woohoo! How fun. Let's go check out the board at the Craftsman Grill. Look at our friends. Oh my gosh. Hello. Yes. Work. Hey, Donald. Oh, you look so handsome. It's definitely always fun catching the characters. You can sometimes catch them by the Craftsman Grill because they do the character dining there. All right, and here is the board at the Craftsman Grill. We do have some fun ones up there. I'll trade for those 2. And we're going to trade that stitch in the hat for these 2 Proud pens, and it is a diamond for diamond trade. And that was a good trade and a new board. So if you are around, just ask the host. The board wasn't out when I first walked up, so just ask the host to see the board. If they're busy, they might not be able to pull it out, but worth the ask, and always be nice to cast members. So we're now walking through the Grand Cal. We're gonna exit and walk towards the Pixar Place Hotel. So this is where we exit. That's the valet window. Now you're gonna just make a turn. Hopefully I didn't make you guys dizzy. And we're gonna walk on this path all the way to the Pixar Hotel. And here we are at the crossing area. Hello. And we just went through the door, which you can go out of, but you cannot go in unless you have an ID or a key card. And the sun is on the peak of setting, and it's just so beautiful. Check out the vibes. Pixar Place Hotel is right here, so that is where we're going. And then Disneyland Hotel is right there. And let's go to the Pixar Place Hotel. And we decided to stop at the Sketchpad Cafe. I am never here when it's open, and we made it by like 2 minutes, but they have a lot of like pre-made food options, but I'm hopefully gonna get a matcha and maybe this brownie because that looks so good. And they do have create your own coffee options. These are all the options, and then these are the teas, and then there's the build your own brew option. All the little pictures are so cute. I opted for a matcha with lavender, so we'll have to see. That's coming up right now. And this is like the perfect place to study or edit or just hang out if you don't have a reservation and just want to enjoy the Disney vibes. So here is the matcha with lavender. I'm not the biggest matcha girly, but the color looks like it's coloring, I think. Ooh, the lavender is bright. It's good, good, good. Okay. This is so well balanced. This is really nice. I don't know if a brownie is really good to go with this, but I never turn down chocolate. It's really gooey. This is really good, but these two don't go together. The flavors just like mess with each other. So I'm gonna save this for later, but separately, very, very good. Also note that you can use your Magic Key discount here just during the weekdays. So on Saturday and Sunday, you unfortunately cannot, but during the week, you can. I just remembered that the other directional movie was Turning Red. So Turning Red, Onward, Inside Out, and Up. Those are the 4 with directions Pixar movies. They have this really cool cake art for Pixar's 30th. And here is the chef that did it. That is so cool. Wow. There's some amazing talented bakers and artists here. Celebrating the 30th Toy Story. 70 pounds of premium chocolate manufactured in France? What? Okay, that's cool. Check out the Story. And they do have their own special lug bag here, which that one is really cute. Hi. Okay, I haven't seen this, but you can buy a robe. That's really nice. Here are the Pixar Place specific pins. Each hotel has their own pins, which is really cool. I do have some from the Disneyland Hotel, but I don't have any Pixar Place Hotel pins, so maybe that is on the bucket list. This is also a really nice, quiet place to shop if you don't love crowds. And they do have the holiday merch here as well. And these are the new globe pins. I might have to get one of these. I just got some from Walt Disney World thanks to a friend. And here is the board at the Pixar Place Story. And a lot of pins, but I don't think anything we need today. So the cast member put me on a little mini adventure, and I guess if you find Forky in the Story store, you get a little sticker. So how fun. Disney has like all these little secret hidden gems, and that's definitely a fun one to do. So if you're in there, potentially maybe if you see Forky, you can get a little sticker. Okay, you guys are in a plant, and I'm blue. We got a 2024 pack. Is it really a video if I don't open a pack? Like, come on now. Marie D or any of the D's is what we are hoping for. Let's see. This pack is like always scary. Ooh. Okay, we got an ear hat. Ear hat. And Jack Jack. So, to the traders they go. I didn't realize but the lights change in here. I was just blue. Now we're normal. That was really cool. Never gone to this side, but they have a whole wall of Luca. If you haven't seen Luca, I highly recommend it. It is so cute. They're so adorable. Stop. And more front desk options. Let's try for trivia. Here is the board at the Pixar Place Hotel. And nothing that we need. We can do trivia with Forky here. So we did trivia, and the trivia question was name a Pixar character for every letter in your name. So we have Erin, E-R-I-N. For E, we did Elastigirl, I believe. R was Remy. I said Incredibles in general, which he let go, but it technically wasn't right. And then N, we did Nemo, and I will show you the trivia pins that we got. And here are the pins. And here is the trivia. I just realized that this is where the Pixar Pet is, and it is a pop-up going on from 10 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. inside here. So if you want to check that out, go do it. It looks like fun. So we're gonna exit the back of the Pixar Place Hotel, and it's now dark. I caught up with some friends and was yapping, and we've made it to the entrance of the Disneyland Hotel. Here we go. Everything looks so bright and elegant and 1950s vibes. I think that's the vibes that they're going for here. I love it. It's just classic Disney at the Disneyland Hotel. And the Fantasia store is just right around this corner in here. And here is the board at the Fantasia shop. And that's kind of cool. I have never seen this one. Do you mind if I look at the back? Is that fine? Yuck on that one. Okay. Ooh. And I don't think anything we need here. And that was the Small World shop, not the Fantasia shop. The Fantasia shop is next door, across the way. Next, we're gonna go to the front desk. And here is the pin board at the front desk.
I got you some things to look at. Maps of the hotel property.
Nothing I
Also fun
need,
things that happen.
I don't think. Okay. And nothing we need on those boards. But let's see if there's pin trading cast members. I will show you the actual Fantasia shop. And they do have Disney Vacation Club exclusive merch here for the holiday season. I actually really like this pullover. And I do think you have to show something to be able to purchase that, but not positive. And look at the Mickey mug. I usually get one of these each year. They vary just a little bit different, but I really love his expression this year. He's so cute. And no pin trading cast members at the Fantasia shop, but let's go out to the valet. And this is Bell Services, not the valet, my bad. That one as well. I don't know. I don't think oh, this one is real, but I don't think anyone else is. Okay, nothing on that board. Sometimes at the hotels, they have older hidden Disneys because guests don't come all the time. So I like to just triple check the hidden Disneys on those boards. But I'm pretty sure all of those were yuck yucks. If you see something in there, like on there that you think might have been real, just comment and let me know because we're all learning here. Now we're gonna go back through security and finish off downtown Disney to close on the night. All right, we made it into downtown Disney. So this route, you do have to go through security twice, but it's not too bad. And they got some live music going right now, which is nice. Here is Avengers Reserve. I do see they have their board, so let's go check it out. And here is the board at the Avengers Reserve store. And this is a real deal here. But nothing we need. So we did have one real pin on that board, but I don't need it. So we're gonna go check out D-Lander. And they do have the new Her Universe cardigan in here and a couple other things. This might be coming up with me someday. It's super, super cute. I love it. As well as this sweatshirt because I feel like it would match my ears from last year. So those two are on my bucket list. And here is the pin board at D-Lander. And nothing we need for our collection today. Okay, since when have they had Prada? This is interesting. All right, all right. Well, that was 0 for 2. Let's go check out Pin Traders and then finish it off at the home store. And here is the board at Pin Traders.
World of Disney, best
They don't have it in there.
This looks real deal, that's real deal.
Yeah.
That might be real deal as well.
The Californian.
I've never seen that one. Don't know what that is. I think I'm good. Usually there's a bunch of people at Pin Traders and no one is there. I usually come on the weekends and today is a Monday. It's a holiday for me. So I'm here. So maybe that's why, or maybe I need to wait for later. Who knows? But let's go to the home store. Here is the home store. And they do have a Toys for Tots drive. I guess you just buy a toy and put it in there. That's really cool and nice that they're doing that. And here are the pins at the home store. Let's see. Maybe the only one that I think is kind of cute is that one, huh? I never see the V, so I don't know.
So much.
Okay. Okay.
Hi, welcome.
So, okay. Got it. So nothing really on that board. There was the Figaro pin, but I was a little iffy about it, so I did not pick it up. Also, I really miss doing trivia in Downtown Disney. There used to be trivia at Downtown Disney, but I haven't seen it in a really long time. There is trivia at the hotels, but bring back trivia to Downtown Disney, please. So that is the finished route for no reservation, no ticket, no problem. The optimal route for Downtown Disney and the hotels. Here are all the pins that we got. I feel like we did a good job optimizing our traders and trading away some of the duplicate pins that we already had. I would say my favorite for the day, probably this duck or this one. Let me know which one is your favorite in the comments. And please like, subscribe, and as always, thank you for hanging in my world, and I will see you on the next one.